and welcome to Destination DC. I'm Ty Hunter, joined in the studio with Heather and Whitney from Visit Dubois County. Destination DC, before we get into anything, what is this?
It's a brand new thing that we are collaborating with WBDC with. So it's a partnership between WBDC and Visit Dubois County. And we're all about talking about us as a destination. I know the locals in our area, it's kind of, after a while, living in a place, it becomes kind of mundane. Mm-hmm. You're doing your everyday life. You're not seeing your place in the rose-colored glasses of a visitor. And we want to kind of make sure locals and actually people that are in the surrounding area as well understand Dubois County as a destination. We have some really great offerings and see it through the eyes of a visitor. Share it with your friends and family, be an ambassador, and we just kind of want to tell our story.
I'm going to relate this to geography because you don't really notice the hills here, the rolling hills of southern Indiana, but go up north of Indianapolis, where it is just flat land. And I think that's something you grow up here, you've lived here your whole life. It's just, okay, there's hills. And after a while, they're not as beautiful as they actually are until you go to a place that doesn't have them. Once you leave Dubois County, you notice things that, wow, okay. And it may be trash on the road. It may be something like that where you're like, okay, that stands out to me. You don't realize that how good things are here in Dubois County, and especially when we get into some of the things that we have here in Dubois County, some of the amenities that we have that elsewhere lacks in the special events, community events, organizations, businesses, you name it. This is a great place to be. And I think, Whitney, on your point, the more you think about it, you just take a look and try to put yourself in the shoes of someone who's not been here. This is a pretty cool place.
Yes, yeah. It's really easy to take something for granted when you see it every day. So we just want to have you look at us, Dubois County, in a new light.
The average Dubois County, and again, is to stay in the know and know what's going on, not just in the community you live, say Jasper or Celestine or wherever, but really Dubois County as a whole, because there's always something going on, always. And especially as we get into spring and summer, it gets really heavy, but there's events all over the place. And I know a lot of people, you hear it all the time, well, I didn't know that was going on. Well, there is so much going on that sometimes it can get lost in the void. But to have kind of a one-stop shop where you can find out all those things, and the newsletter is a good way to do that.
Yes, so I send out a newsletter the beginning of every month, and we have over 9,000 subscribers. Wow. So every month that goes out.
Cool.
Yes, and in the newsletter, we have all of our attractions. We feature one attraction every month. We also say the events that are going on, the main events, and then we also have the next 3 months on the calendar, in our calendar as well. We have our blog that we do, so the most recent blog is also on there. We also have just everything that's going on. It is a very good resource for people who don't know what's going on in Dubois County, that they can definitely subscribe, and you can just go to our website, visitduboiscounty.com, and you can sign up for our newsletter.
Let's talk a little bit about ourselves here. What brought you to Visit Dubois County? We'll start with you, Heather, since we were talking. We'll start with you. What brought you to this job?
Well, I think back all the way in 6th grade, I wanted to be a flight attendant. So already back then, I already wanted to be some type of career in the hospitality field. I had taken a few other adventures prior to this, this job. And my kiddos are all in school full time now. And so when I saw this job, I wanted, to apply for it. And thankfully, I got it because I absolutely love every single thing that I do here. Mm-hmm. I love advocating for Dubois County, telling people everything that there is to do here. I love traveling with the job. There's so much stuff that we do in our position that people don't know everything that we do.
Now, Whitney, you have been with Visit Dubois County for quite some time, many, many years, which is, I think you started when you were 5. I think.
Yes, because I'm so young.
Yes, because, I mean, you're only 23, so it had to have been Yeah. So what brought you to this?
So I grew up with my mother, C. Hall Illustration Design. She is a graphic designer. She has been doing tourism pieces for my whole life. So I've always seen the brochure. I've seen the different attraction pieces, the maps, the different line art, and different things like that have the attraction tourism aspect. And even with growing up on that, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I had a journey in my education where I took every type of class you could think of, so many credit hours.
Trying to find out what you wanted to do. I get it.
Yeah, I started with, I actually have a degree in psychology. I love my psychology degree. I love my psychology classes, degree in marketing as well. So the marketing is what really allowed me to connect psychology and plus my love of advertising, graphic design, the promotions and different things that marketing has.
Kind of you get to do it all with this this gig.
I do. So with that, I actually applied many years ago. I've been with the Visitor Center for 13 years.
Wow.
I applied when I was totally not eligible for the director position.
Well, yeah, you were 7.
And they actually kept my resume on file. And they do that. I found they actually do that. And then when an opening came up, they called me. They saw my resume. And I had the fortunate opportunity to work with Kevin Manley. He's an amazing person, amazing boss, amazing mentor. And it was just a great experience. I continued loving it. We have a fun job. And I had to say, we are incredibly thankful, Heather, that you applied as well. So it's been a really great fit.
She had her fingers crossed. She was off. Please say it.
Yes. So all around, we have the opportunity to tell people about our community and where we live, and it's a unique opportunity. We get to show all the fun sides of who we are, and what we do, and Dubois County has a lot of fun sides to offer. So with that, it is a great experience all around. Great job.
You've been very busy lately. Now, some of it you can see as you drive down the roadways here in Dubois County as far as the arts. And if you talk to anyone, art is so important to the fabric of the community, and that's been really embraced and showcasing the insane talent that we have right here in Dubois County. I do remember walking into your office a couple months ago where the paintings were actually that would have been selected were sitting along the hallway, and I'm like, I draw stick figures, and here we are. Look at this, like I'm looking at Picasso. And you can see those out and about now. Yes,
it was one of the most amazing projects I've been a part of was our wayfinding project. Mm-hmm. So it took a lot of years to not only understand where we were financially in order to make it happen, but also we worked with 2 sign guys, NDOT. It was a lot of legalities to work through. Mm-hmm. Then
you can't just put an art piece on a street sign. It just there's rules.
That's very true. We found out about all the rules. Heather was a great person to get all those different things lined up. And then it came to the art pieces, and with that, we did a call out for artists. We had such tremendous talent apply. It was difficult. We had to narrow it down. It was.
I saw some of them. I mean, my goodness.
It is amazing. I love them. They're quite large. When you're driving down the roadside, you might not know how large they are, but they are 42 inches by 72 inches. So they are, 3.5 feet by 6 feet tall. And they are just amazing pieces of art. These people are so talented, 16 different artists. And I'm just amazed and wowed by them. We had it, like you said, Ty, we had them up in our office, and we didn't want to get rid of them. We didn't want to get rid of them.
I was going to say, they look pretty good in there.
Oh, we missed the color. We need some color.
I can draw you some, but I'm not very good. It'll be stick figures.
But it's just amazing project. Dubois County Community Foundation, they came as a wonderful financial partner to make the art pieces come to fruition last year. We didn't honestly have the budget for that piece of it, and they came in to supply some needed funding. So they were excellent as well. And it's been such a great response. We've had so much wonderful earned media. We were inside Indiana Business. They put us in their magazine. They put us as #1 in the state.
We'll pull back the curtain a little bit with that phrase, which is earned media. Advertising, obviously I work in that field. It costs money to advertise, but if you can get in the door for free, that's all the better. And when you see that inside Indiana, if you appear on NBC News nationwide, what it can do, it is showcase, wow, that's really cool. Where is that? Do a little research. Oh my goodness, they see maybe a Strassenfest ad or something like that. Oh, that'd be kind of fun. And just things snowball from that. And that is a way to just kind of, it's a version of word of mouth that just spreads.
Yes, we loved earned media.
It's like our favorite.
Yes. So, I mean, we had some really great response to it. I even had a phone call from my uncle that lives in Peoria, Illinois. They saw it in the magazine. They contacted us. They actually, my mother, which, like I already kind of said, she's a graphic designer, but she's also an artist. She was one of the artists, and they actually put her piece in the magazine. It was all around really cool for me. But it was just an amazing experience. Alassi actually is going to be having some future uses of them as well. So there is a beautiful, beautiful painting that Laura Pommier did in Huntingburg. It's on display of a Latino woman. It is beautiful. And Alassi is taking that image and going to create flyers, making sure that connect what this means for them to see their culture represented in their community is huge.
That is absolutely huge.
We just love it.
Yeah, the art pieces are amazing, and pay attention. Well, you should be paying attention anyway if you're driving, but pay attention because they're beautiful art pieces. You mentioned video and earned media. One of the newest terms over the years has been influencers, content creators, and that can also drive tourism. Let's talk a little bit about influencers. Now, I know there's the stigma around that people around here, no, I don't like the influencers, but you got to realize what they can do. They can move. They can move people. And that is one thing that you host a realm of influencers every year.
Yes. So we started hosting influencers about 3 years ago. And last year we hosted 9 different influencers. We partner with Holiday World. We host them on our own. And they come in and they stay, they go to our attractions, they go to our restaurants, and then they post videos or reels on social media, either on their Instagram page, their own website, and also Facebook. And so we love partnering with people. We love getting them in here and just showing them, different ththings that there are to do around Dubois County.
You've already accessed their built-in fan base, whoever they may be. One thing to mention is I see this written down, a conscious shift towards more content creators than influencers. This is nothing against the influencers, but a content creator can do a lot more. Kind of tell us the difference for those of us that are like, what are those words they're using?
So I think an influencer, I think they give each other the same thing. I feel like they change their names, and an influencer, content creator, they don't have to be from out of town. We can, take people from Dubois County. They know our area the best. And so we want them to take pictures. We want them to tag us in anything that they do. #Visit Dubois County. We would love to have their pictures, their videos of them going to the Riverwalk or them going to a performance, them going to the place, and have their kids playing. We love all of that. So I think that, we want to get all of that information so we can share everything that there is.
I think also a big difference between just influencer and content creators is influencers, they have that fan base. They have a huge followership. They obviously are really important to get in front of people. They have...
We're going to get The Rock here.
Unfortunately, probably not.
That's not in our budget.
Dwayne Johnson, if you're watching this.
That would be amazing.
A boy can dream.
But then content creators, they have those amazing videos and photos, and we, we're willing to pay for. It's not like we want it all for free. We're willing to pay to have that great content so that we can help tell our story better.
And that content can range. You said photos, videos, maybe even skits, humorous, whatever it is. If it's media and content, and it showcases where we live and what we do, that's something you'd be interested in.
Yes, and I would love local stories and local content to be shared. So yes, we might not know about you, so please contact us.
There is so much going on, and I think in really wrapping everything up with this new form of content, Destination DC, over the episodes this year, we will be showcasing some of those events right here in Dubois County, some of the community events, some of the happenings that's happening with Visit Dubois County. Obviously, we're heading into what we call here the fair season and then the festival season, and it's just look at the festivals. Every single community here in Dubois County has some form of festival, and you don't see that other places like that where communities pull together and drive. Celestine could put 4,000 people in a church parking lot. I mean, that's amazing when you think about it. You go anywhere else, not to say bad things about any other of the 96 or 92 Indiana counties, however many they are now, but it's
92.
special. 92. See, I had two numbers. One of them was right.
Yeah.
But you don't see that elsewhere, and that again goes to see how special this place is. And that is something that we want to do with this. Destination DC is to showcase what we do here. And we work, live, and play, and raise our families here. And we have a pretty good time doing it. We really do. It's such a fun place. And I think going back to our original point is taking off the glasses and putting yourselves in the shoes of somebody visiting this place. When you live here your whole life and you're here all the time, some of the sparkle starts to fade, and you just kind of get used to everything. But if you step back, that sparkle's still there. It's really falling back on everything. How important tourism is, how important getting people to know what's going on here in Dubois County, and hopefully visiting. Because once you visit, you're going to visit again, and that third visit. Now you're looking for some place to live, and it happens. We've seen it happen. It happens all the time. So
we definitely have people who come into our visitor center who said that they've been here before and they loved it, and now they want to move here. That happens quite often.
If you know of somebody that is coming to this area, whether it be a visit for a wedding or whatever it may be, make sure that you go out of your way to make them feel comfortable and welcome, because we have, just looking around, a lot of it sells itself, but that Hoosier hospitality is that little special sauce on the burger. I just relate everything to food. I apologize, but I can't help it. Anything in closing here as we wrap up our first episode of Destination DC? Heather, we'll go to you first.
I just want to say that coming up April 26th is the Garden Gate Wine and Jazz Festival, along with the Kiwanis Huntingburg Car Show. They are the same day. Right on 4th Street is the car show, and Market Street Park will be...
Such a setting for a car show. I love it there.
Right. And the Garden Gate Festival will be right there at Market Street Park. The festival runs from 12 to 6. We have 3 bands that will be performing. We have 7 different wineries, 3 breweries, and I think around 6 food trucks that will be there. Tickets beforehand.
She looked right at me when she said food trucks. Now I've made a name for myself.
The festival starts at 12 o'clock, and it runs until 6. Tickets beforehand are $20, and if you buy them at the gate, they are $25.
Whitney.
I did want to mention we had the great opportunity to work with Brescher Filming and Productions last year. They put together an amazing video that I would love for everyone to see. They did a great job capturing the essence of Dubois County, and we invite you to share that with friends and family, and just make sure to spread that message. And I wouldn't mind showing that.
Oh, we can do that. We can do that. So here is the video Whitney was talking about.
Found within the rolling hills of southern Indiana, Dubois County is where family, festivals, and lifelong memories come together. This hidden gem is not just a destination, it's a thriving hub for people and businesses alike, where artists flourish and entrepreneurs transform bright ideas into successful ventures. Experience the heart of Jasper, a downtown Dora district filled with a splendor of shops, restaurants, and gathering spaces. Cultural amenities are in abundance, including within the 4-block radius, the Art Loop, showcasing 14 masterpieces of public art. Climb aboard for a scenic ride on the Spirit of Jasper train, where you'll traverse the breathtaking landscape of Dubois County. Then, just a stone's throw, tour the historic Jasper City Mill, another gem of our county. Next door, be charmed with Huntingburg, Indiana, a city like no other. Nationally ranked among the 15 best small towns in the USA by Smithsonian Magazine, Huntingburg was designated the most baseball-obsessed small town with its historic league stadium. This iconic ballpark was the backdrop for the beloved film A League of Their Own. Feel the magic of the movies as you experience summer nights filled with laughter and excitement. Before a game, be sure to stroll Huntingburg Historic 4th Street, home to over 24 locally owned antique and specialty shops and wide variety of eateries. Throughout the year, enjoy strolling events and live entertainment on the street that overflows onto Market Street Park's outdoor amphitheater. Don't miss our esteemed annual festivals that take place. Whether it be enjoying the many flavors of regional wines and craft brews at the Garden Gate Jazz Wine and Craft Beer Festival, celebrating our German heritage at the 4-day Jasper Strassenfest, or relaxing in 18th Street Park for the earth-friendly and free full day of music showcased at Ferdinand Folk Festival. For a touch of tranquility, visit our sacred sites, designated the Faithful Watchman over Jasper, St. Joseph Church, an 1880 Romanesque Old World church listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Or take a tour of the Monastery Immaculate Conception, also known as the Castle on the Hill, home to one of the nation's largest communities of Benedictine women in Ferdinand. The peace of the outdoors is also waiting your arrival. Nature lovers can explore the breathtaking trails, multiple-acre parks, and serene forests that are included within your visit. If you are a fan of water activities and outdoor recreation, Patoka Lake is a local favorite for a reason. Enjoy a day of jet skiing, tubing, or simply casting a line into its crystal-clear waters. For golf enthusiasts, play where the legends play at Sultan's Run, ranked the number 4 public golf course in the nation. Or practice your swing at Buffalo Trace, located just a mile away. If you're looking for more golf, check out the Broken Tee, a golf simulator in Jasper. Here you can play a variety of digital games while enjoying food and drinks with friends. Other indoor family attractions include The Place, an indoor playground and cafe for the littles, massive inflatables and arcades at Jumpin' Jasper, and the largest county museum in the state with the 50,000 square foot Dubois County Museum. Dubois County is more than a place. It's more than a getaway spot. This is a perfect escape to unwind and leave the hustle behind. Discover a place you've always dreamed of, where memories are made and cherished. Dubois County. Create a memory.
Wonderful, wonderful job that they did.
Fantastic work.
Yeah, yes.
They always do.
They really do. So, Sean and Natasha, big shout out to you guys. Well, it's been a lot of fun for this first episode. Can't wait to see how this grows and what we do next. So, I believe this is going to be a monthly thing. So, this is April. We'll have May, June, July, and also on. So, and if you have any ideas, if you have any suggestions, absolutely talk to us here at WBDC, talk to Visit Dubois County, and we may just make it happen.
That sounds wonderful. We would love to hear some feedback.
Love feedback. Feedback's good. Very good. As is being a food ambassador for Dubois County. Love that too. Whitney, Heather, thank you so much.
Thank you.
This has been Destination DC.